Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great, great world. We're going to talk about XRP. We're going to talk about the banking situation, a little bit of everything. So let's take a look. U.S. government and Warren Buffett in contact amid banking fears. Now, why would they talk to Warren Buffett? This guy's 92 years old and still talks about long-term investments. And he absolutely is out of touch with technology, in my opinion, because he hates crypto. All crypto, not just Bitcoin. Why Warren Buffett hates Bitcoin. There are many reasons that great investor Warren Buffett hates Bitcoin and cryptocurrency because it doesn't have value, an unproductive asset. Still, its value is artificial on the internet, and Warren Buffett thinks it's absolutely a Ponzi scheme and fraud trading platform. Why doesn't the White House go and talk to somebody much younger who understands we're no longer investing in cryptocurrencies? We're investing in technology of the future. We're investing in Ripple and XRP, which right now could easily fix our current banking situation. I believe they need to stop looking to the past every time a problem comes up. Look to the future. This administration hates crypto. Remember that next time you go to the voting polls. And before you turn this into a political discussion, if Biden was a Republican, I'd be tweeting the same thing. And that's the way I look at it as well. I don't care if they're a Republican or a Democrat. I invest in crypto. I'm going to vote for the person who's out there fighting for crypto, absolutely loves crypto, wants to move the U.S. ahead with innovation through crypto. And you should do the same thing because it's your money as well. You know, every time something comes up with this administration, they seem to always blame crypto instead of embracing it. Biden admin proposes 30% tax on electricity used for Bitcoin and crypto mining. Now, that was the first thing he did, but then he also did this. President Biden calls to double capital gains tax. Now, when I talked about this in a video, I believe over the weekend, people said that capital gains has nothing to do with crypto. What, are you kidding me? When crypto takes off, what you're going to be paying taxes on when you make money off of your crypto, that is capital gains. Right now, it sits at 20%. So think about it like this. If your XRP makes you $1 million, you pay $200,000 in taxes. Under this proposal, though, you will be paying $400,000 in taxes. That's what this is about. And that's why I always said, whenever they come out with regulations and they talk about regulations, in that framework, they always tie in taxes as well. They want to make sure me and you are paying our fair share. I don't believe they should raise the capital gains at all. Maybe the next president will come in and veto this out. Maybe we could go back to the 20% if this happens to go into effect, because this is not good at all. And capital gains goes beyond just this, though. It goes into property. Say you inherit property in the future, or say you sell a property within the first year, like you flip a house. That also pertains to capital gains. World Economic Forum pushes for the end of cash amid banking crisis. Why would the World Economic Forum ever let a good crisis go to waste? The World Economic Forum is hailing the opportunity presented by the global banking crisis to advance towards its goal of a cashless society. Klaus Schwab's World Economic Forum believes that the recent collapse of several large banks has created an ideal argument for the end of cash. So we were all right when we said that this banking collapse is most likely done on purpose to bring about CBDCs. The World Economic Forum has teamed up with key banking elites to present plans for eradicating the traditional monetary system and replacing it with centralized digital cash. The idea has been promoted by the World Economic Forum for some time as part of the Great Reset agenda. Maybe instead of that massive cyber attack that we always heard about or thought was coming, or that massive power outage, global power outage, maybe that's not going to happen. Maybe instead we're going to watch the fall of the banking system, the current financial system. Then what comes next is CBDCs. And you knew they were going to put out a statement on this. Exposed, George Soros revealed as major force behind Trump's prosecution and upcoming arrest. Why do we continue to let this man control our country? Let me tell you something. If he was doing this to Biden, I'm going to say the same thing I'm going to say right now. This guy needs to stop meddling in everything inside of this country. I still believe he meddles in every one of our elections, and this guy is evil, pure evil, and he should be stopped. And look again, look how old this guy is, and he's another one pushing for the fall of the U.S. and pushing for the Great Reset as well. Warning for 200 U.S. banks at risk of Silicon Valley bank style collapse. So 200 other banks could possibly fall as well. There are 186 banks across the U.S. that could fail if half of their depositors were to withdraw their funds quickly, according to a new study published on the Social Science Research Network. How many people you think are starting to pull money out of the banks right now? How many people you think still, even outside of crypto, feel comfortable with the banking system now? Most probably don't. Most are probably running to get some cash. Just keep enough in there to pay bills. And that's a smart decision right now because I believe they're creating a narrative for these banks to fall. They want this to happen. Now, remember this, the main limiting factor right now is everything having enough confidence that the system is going to work correctly and that they're willing to flip the switch and let it make large, irreversible payments without intervention. Remember when Joel Katz said that? A lot of people believe we're at that situation right now. We're at that flip of the switch moment. A lot of people believe it has to do with ISO. ISO for 222 for crypto. Are cryptos ISO compliant and can be used by the banks? Now, we know only a handful of cryptos are tied to this, and a lot of people feel that this is going to be that transition point where we all of a sudden see XRP skyrocket to high prices. I don't think it's going to happen overnight, though. I think it's going to gradually climb up, and then all at one time, it's just going to go to some higher value. Because I believe that the central banks of the world are going to put that monetary value on XRP at some point. It can't be dirt cheap. That doesn't make any sense. If XRP cost $1, they'd need a million XRP, which would cost $1 million. If XRP cost $1 million, they need one XRP, which would again cost $1 million. Remember when David Schwartz said that? A lot of people inside the XRP community have the idea that XRP is going to be $1 million based off of that tweet from a long time ago. But on top of that, they also feel that $10,000 XRP is very possible. Others believe it's going to 50K. Others believe it's going to 128K. What I think is going to happen is this. If XRP is utilized to move a lot of value from one CBDC to another, it can't be sitting cheap. It just can't. Not possible. But I believe it's going to take time to get to those higher numbers. And I say that because I want to prepare you for the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, we see that big bang migration happen, and all of a sudden you wake up the next day and XRP is sitting at $1,000 or maybe $2,000. Whatever the case may be. That would be the best possible situation. But you always got to think to yourself, what makes sense? Not every bank is going to come on board right away. Not every country is going to come on board right away. It's going to gradually happen. That's why I said it could take some time. But I do believe that $500 XRP is very achievable in the near future. Because I believe the current banking crisis that's going on right now is going to fast track a lot of things. Plus, you got to look at the case ending as well with the SEC. One of the big questions for the Federal Reserve this week, just how much will the banking crisis tighten financial conditions, which has been a principal objective of the effort to raise interest rates to combat high inflation. Now, I feel the Fed is in a no-win situation. Think about it. He raises rates and more banks fall, which that might be what they want. But if he doesn't raise rates, right, we're going to see inflation happen. So it's a no-win situation, really. And I believe he's still going to push forward with raising rates because I believe that's their whole agenda that's really going on in the background. I believe the Fed is also pushing for that CBDC and a level playing field. Then there's this UBS in bed with Ripple and R3 for cross border payments. This is massive news. Yes, it's old news from 2017, but to most, this is brand new. Most people do not even know who UBS is, so let's start there. UBS is a Swiss multi international investment bank and financial services company founded and based in Switzerland. UBS maintains a presence in all major financial centers as the largest Swiss banking institution in the world. Now they're partnered with Ripple. Now this is the latest news. So UBS buys Credit Suisse. Shareholders don't get a vote. UBS gets $1 billion line of credit from central bank. Crazy times this week. Band-aids flying everywhere to keep the system from falling apart. So now you see how Ripple can easily be tied to a lot of these big banks. Maybe not directly, but through partnerships. Everything financial somehow, some way leads back to Ripple and XRP. That's why I always said it's one of the greatest investments you can ever make. Always hold on to your XRP for dear life because we are at a crazy time right now where anything can possibly happen. Sending XRP to the moon. That's what I'm really waiting for. But like I said, I wanted to prepare you for the worst case scenario. And the best case scenario is we get that flip of the switch moment. But with that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.